The soft glow from the hospital room lamp barely touched the edges of the window, where the last slivers of twilight were fading into an inky black elsage. The air was sterile, broken only by the steady, rhythmic beep, beep, beep of the monitor beside Elara's bed, a sound that had become the soundtrack to her final days. Elara lay still, her breathing shallow, but her eyes were clear, focused on the small, framed photo resting on her nightstand. It was a picture of a little girl with a huge, gap-toothed grin and a ponytail that looked ready to spring right off her head. Lyra, her hand, frail and thin, moved slowly, deliberately, reaching for the phone. With a deep, shaky breath, she pressed the speed dial button across the city in a room bursting with the riotous color of crayons, paints, and half-finished projects. Lyra sat hunched over her desk. She was lost in the creation of a magnificent, six-winged purple and green dragon. Her ponytail was indeed messy, escaping its band in several directions. A phone buzzed on the corner of her desk, startling her. Lyra looked up, annoyed at the interruption. Then her eyes widened. It was Grandma Elara, she usually called in the afternoons. "Hello, Grandma?" Lyra's voice, instantly bright and full of sunshine, chased away the hospital gloom. Elara smiled, a faint, tender curve of her lips. The sound of Lyra's voice was a powerful medicine. "Hello, my little star," she whispered, her voice a little raspy but laced with familiar warmth. "Were you busy?" "Oh, I'm drawing the fiercest dragon ever. He's got iridescent scales and can breathe rainbow fire." "I'll show you when you get home," Lyra announced, confidently. Lyra chattered about her day with the effortless, boundless energy of an 8-year-old. She talked about the progress of her dragon, the complicated politics of the school playground, and a funny thing her cat, Nimbus, had done by chasing a dust bunny under the sofa. Elara listened, each word a precious jewel, carefully filing away the details. She closed her eyes slightly, allowing Lyra's words to paint pictures in her mind. Lyra's bright, focused eyes, her concentration lines, her small hand gripping the pencil. This was her last perfect portrait of her granddaughter. The beep, beep, beep faded into the background. "Did you hear the one about Nimbus trying to catch the sunbeam on the wall, Grandma?" Lyra giggled. He kept bumping his head. "Oh, Nimbus is a very ambitious cat." Elara chuckled softly. "A true dreamer, just like you, Lyra." "Grandma," Lyra said, her tone suddenly shifting, the carefree note replaced by a small, tight hint of worry. "Are you feeling better? Dad says you just need rest, but when are you coming home?" Elara paused, looking at the white ceiling. She had promised herself she would be honest, kind, but honest. She took another shaky breath. "I am, my dear. I'm feeling very peaceful," Elara said, choosing her words with care. "I just wanted to hear your voice. One last time, perhaps." The words hung in the air. Lyra's drawing pencil stilled, the sound of it dropping onto the desk a soft clink. The colorful world of her dragon suddenly felt muted. She knew she had heard the whispers, seen the way her parents' faces changed when they looked at the phone. Her heart felt a sharp, cold squeeze. A silence stretched between them, heavy and deep. Not an empty one, but one filled with the vast, unspoken love that spanned generations. Elara gently broke the silence, her voice gaining a surprising, steady strength. She steered them back to sunshine and laughter. "Remember all our adventures, Lyra?" she asked. "The time we built the tallest sandcastle at the shore. The tide nearly swallowed it whole, didn't it?" "It did," Lyra whispered, a tiny, tearful laugh escaping her. "And you made a moat with a tiny stick. And the day we chased butterflies in the meadow, and I told you the big yellow one was a messenger from the Sun Queen." Lyra nodded rapidly, the memory bringing a flood of warmth to her chest. "And you said I was her apprentice. And the time we baked those terrible cookies that were so hard we nearly chipped our teeth." "Ah, yes, the rock cookies," Elara agreed, her voice soft with fondness. "But we ate them anyway, with milk, because we'd made them together. And the stories you told me, Grandma, about the brave knight and the talking owl, and the hidden kingdom of the water sprites." Lyra sniffled, trying desperately to sound brave herself. She was holding the phone so tightly her knuckles were white. "Lyra, my little star, listen to me," Elara said, her voice now much softer, a little breathier, but holding a vital message. "Those stories, and the sandcastles, and the silly cookies, they aren't gone. You carry them with you. They are part of you now." Lyra's lip trembled. "But who will tell me new ones?" "You will. You have the best imagination of anyone I know," Elara whispered. "You carry those stories and you will draw them, and you will tell them to your own little stars one day. That is the magic of it." She paused, gathering all the strengths she had left, her final will. "You carry my love, too. Always. It is not a thing that can be left behind." "What should I do, Grandma?" Lyra asked, her voice a plea. "Be brave, Lyra. Be kind, and always, always keep drawing your wonderful dragons. Let them fly for you. Let them fly for me." Elara's voice was fading now, like a very distant echo. She heard the small, brave sound of her granddaughter's voice one last time. Lyra whispered, "I love you, Grandma. You are the bravest knight." She heard a very faint, satisfied sigh, a sound of peaceful release. Then, silence. The line went dead. Lyra didn't move for a long time. She simply held the phone to her ear, listening to the vast emptiness of the disconnected line. Finally, she lowered it, her cheek wet with tears. She looked at her desk, at the magnificent purple dragon with iridescent scales. Its wings suddenly seemed to glow. She picked up her pencil again, though her hand shook. She drew a small, bright star on the dragon's forehead, just above its fierce eyes. Outside, the night sky was immense and dark, but in her heart, Lyra knew Grandma Elara's love would shine on, constant and brilliant, like the brightest star in the night sky. She began to draw the next scale, her hand steadier now, knowing the stories had just begun. Losing someone is one of the hardest things we can go through. But the love, the memories, and the stories they leave behind become a part of us forever. They become our strength, our inspiration. If you're struggling with grief or loss, please know that you are not alone. It's okay to feel sad, and it's okay to ask for help. Talking to a friend, a family member, or a mental health professional can make all the difference. There are resources available, like the Crisis Text Line and the Trevor Project, that can offer support. Remember to be kind to yourself and hold on to the love that was shared. It's a light that never truly goes out. Thank you for listening.